Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm excited for today's video because I really think it's one that I was very excited to do for all of you. I said that I was going to do this after the last VIB sale recommendations video I did, and I was talking about the Dr. Dennis Gross Spectralite Faceware Pro. So I picked this up in the last sale and I told you all that I would use it and give you my true and honest opinion. So that's what we're doing today. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. But today we're going to be talking all about the pros and the cons of this, if I think it's worth the high price tag, and if you should snag it in the VIB sale. I'm giving this its own moment in the sun just because coming in at over $400, this is one that I think deserves a little time to chat about it on its own. So this is a completely separate video. I will be having my Sephora recommendations and wish list videos coming up this week. But if you want to know all about what I think about this mask, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off with some of the details about this mask. So this mask does retail for $435 regular price. I know. Now, when I purchased this in the last VIB sale, or the savings event, or whatever they're calling it now, it was in a kit with a few other items. I'm gonna put this down because I feel like I'm gonna just keep holding it up here. So it was in a kit with a few other items. I know that the alpha beta peel was in there, just like a mini one, and I believe an acne clearing gel. It was definitely one that was meant for skin clearing. And the reason that I picked that kit up was basically it was the same price. It was the $435, and you got an extra like $125 at least worth of skincare products. And I'm sorry, I don't have the details on that kit anymore. It doesn't show in my Sephora history anymore because if you saw my haul, they sent me the wrong mask. They sent me the black Pro mask without any of the goodies. So I had to take it back into Sephora, so it kind of looks like I returned it, so I don't see it on my history anymore. But regardless, I figured, well, okay, if nothing else, I get $125 of Dr. Dennis Gross skincare, which your girl could always use. Now this year, they don't have the same like extra goodies kit that I got last year, but they do have one. I'm gonna talk about that in just a minute. We'll go over all the items in there, but just to give you a little history on my skin and why I bought this mask, I know I shared it in the live haul video I did, I believe it was. I was really struggling with my skin, and I know I got a little emotional in that video talking about it because in the past, I really struggled with acne when I was younger, and through the years of good skincare, trying to live a cleaner life on the inside, all of those things, I've been able to rein that in a little bit. But with a lot of the mask wearing that I'm doing, being in the salon long hours, wearing a mask completely all the time, I think that was part of it. It could have also been stress. There was a lot of things going on, and I was starting to get a lot of acne in this area. And for me, it's not about the breakouts, it's about the scarring, because I do really end up having hyperpigmentation for a very long time. Usually every breakout I get, I have marks for months and months. And I was just like, okay, I feel like I've done so much work in my skincare regimen, in my lifestyle, to make all that go away, and it's starting to pick up again. And so I thought, well, at $435, even if I take the extra skincare goodies out of it, obviously being a VIB Rouge, I do get 20% off during the sale. So I was thinking $435 really is like the cost of 2 facials. You know, I mean, really 2 professional facials. And I was like, all right, well, that's not something I've really been doing lately. I could invest 2 facials into this system and give it a try. And obviously you do have a while during the Sephora return policy. And I was like, you better believe that if I'm buying a $400 item and it's not working for me, I'm going to return it. Like, there are definitely times that there are things that I don't love that I don't end up returning. This was not going to be one of those. This was going to be an investment that I was going to try religiously for that period of time. And if I didn't like it, I would take it back. well, obviously I still have it. So spoiler alert, I like it enough that I didn't take it back. So I have been really diligent in using this and incorporating it into my regimen. I wanted to be able to give you my true and honest thoughts on a product that I've been using regularly so that you will be informed at least on the way it's been for me if you are considering getting it in the holiday savings event at Sephora or in the future at some point. So let's talk a little bit about what the claims of this device are. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming that maybe you've looked into it, but maybe you're just a super skincare buff and you wanted to check this out. So this is an FDA cleared device that uses LED lights. This device uses red light and blue light for anti-aging and anti-acne respectively. So I just want to read to you a little bit on the website for Dr. Dennis Gross. So the red light emitting diode penetrate deep within the skin's dermis to boost collagen production, and the blue light emitting diode destroy P. acnes bacteria to reduce redness, inflammation, and prevent future breakouts. So this says within days, see a reduction in acne. In 2 weeks, experience a clearing of mild to moderate acne and fading lines. So this says that the optimal results occur after a 10-week course of treatment. And I do believe that the brand recommends using this product every day. Like I said, they do have a kit right now that has some extra freebies, but if you do at some point purchase just the mask alone, you will receive the mask itself. You will of course receive a charging cable, which by the way, this uses a USB-C drive. So a lot of us have those for other devices as well, and that would work just as fine. And then you also have this like silicone strap, and you have a duster bag right here. So that is what is in the normal mask box. They also have the black version, which it looks like it's the same thing, it's just in black. So depending on your choice of color there. Of course, you know that I was pretty excited about the rose gold. That's not why I bought it though. It was over $400, let's be real. Now I do want to say, while there was skincare included within my kit, I have not used any of that. I have actually used those alpha beta peel wipes before, which I do like, by the way, but I really wanted to stick with my current regimen because in the scientific process of things, if I change up the variables, I won't really know what's creating the results, right? Like what if the blemish cream is what really did a good job? Or what if I had a horrible experience and I don't know if it's from the products or if it's from the mask? So I have kept to 90% of the same skincare that I was doing 7 months ago. So while there were like maybe an extra little like wash off mask every now and again from different brands, or like maybe a different cleanser on occasion, most of the time I've stuck to my tried and true just to really see how this goes, because again, $400. Okay, so I have to say, I really was worried that there was going to be like some sort of placebo effect of this because, you know, it says like within days you can see results. And in all honesty, using this probably after 3 or 4 days, and by the way, the cycle is 3 minutes, but after using this for 3 or 4 days, I honestly already started to notice a difference in my skin. I started to notice that my breakouts were clearing up, but as you know, that's sort of like cyclical a lot of times, right? Like whether it's from stress or hormones or, you know, something that you eat that you find that makes you break out, that kind of tends to come and go. And so I was like, all right, don't get too excited here. But I kept going. And I will say, Jeremy actually really used this for probably the first like month and a half pretty regularly too. I'll get into kind of his thoughts in a little bit too, but it was sort of like it just became part of my morning routine, and that's when I use this device. But I will say that I really noticed a very big difference within probably 4 weeks. And actually, I should probably just zoom you in so we can like look at my skin as we're talking about skincare. All right, that feels a little bit better, just in case you want to like judge my face. So I will definitely say, as far as the acne goes, I really did notice right away. And I think a lot of that was that inflammatory response that they were talking about reducing. So I noticed that my current existing breakouts were reducing in swelling, and everything just looked less red and less angry. So that was great because I feel like that long-term inflammation is what leads to a lot of the scarring and the hyperpigmentation, and you're obviously putting a lot of stress on your skin. So I will also say I do feel like I have noticed like just more plump skin. Like, is it crazy different? No. But do I feel like I do have a bit more resilient skin? Yes, I did just turn 40, and let me tell you, between 30 and 40, there is a huge difference in your skin. I'm just telling you all right now. If you've got 30-year-olds looking right now, just beware. There is a huge shift in your skin. And for me, a lot of that is right here through my eye area. And then I also like right through here. I get like some kind of like crepiness. And so I definitely have found that that has really decreased. And I will say that definitely for sure for the first 2 months, I used this device religiously like every day. And I would say now I'm at about 5 days a week. And it really has just become part of my skincare routine. I do it in the morning, and it's just like that 3-minute time where actually usually I will either like lay in bed wearing it, or I'll come in here and sit wearing it. And I usually start an aura meditation, which are about 3 minutes. So it works out really well. I will say that there are certain times where I will use this for 2 cycles in a row. I just find that that like gives me a little extra boost, and I just really enjoy like that 6 minutes of like light. And I personally use this on the acne and anti-aging system together. And this device is so simple to use. There's really literally just one button. You turn it on to turn it on. Oh, you might not even be able to see that. So there's the red light, there's the blue light, and then both at the same time. And I tend to do both because, of course, I thought as I would get older, I wouldn't worry about breakouts anymore, but now I just have wrinkles and breakouts, so I need both. So you could use one or the other, and that would be totally fine. So this is just a very quick way for me to add a little boost into my skincare routine. 3 minutes is something that I can always factor into my day pretty much. Now, it has become so much of a part of my life that when we recently traveled to Texas, I packed it. I traveled with it because I was going to be gone for 5 days, and I was like, I cannot go 5 days without using my mask, because I have just noticed such a difference in the clearing of my skin. And here is the thing. I have not changed anything in my routine as far as skincare goes. And as far as lifestyle goes, if anything, I've kind of like gone downhill. I have not been drinking as much water. I have not been eating quite as clean. And I definitely haven't reduced any stress. And those are the 3 things that I find make the biggest difference in my skin. Also, I've gotten older, so my hormones are just going crazy every minute. So I feel like there's really nothing in my lifestyle that could attribute to this. So I just feel like now at this point, this is something that I have to use because I am just worried about backsliding. And also, it's not like the mask wearing has really gone away. I am still continually wearing masks at work all day. So 10-hour days on average. That's a lot of wear and tear on the skin. So I will definitely say that this has been a great investment for me. I am very happy with it. Now, I also told you that Jeremy was using it, and in all honesty, for him, I think for him it was more of a sensory experience. It was very calming. He was actually saying that he was surprised that they didn't include more lights within the system that do like mood boosting, which I think that they actually really could do, like add that in as an option, because of course different light therapy has different effects, but he found it to just be very calming, very soothing, and you know, if you get some like skincare benefits out of it, why not? He almost never has breakouts, but of course we're all getting a little older, so a little anti-aging skincare never hurts. But I will definitely agree with that. I find that like just wearing this mask is a very pleasant experience, and I just like to take that as a self-care moment for 2 reasons. And this might be a good time to sort of go into the cons of this device. I mean, I've already basically given you the pros. I really find that it works. I am very happy with my investment, but there are a couple cons, nothing that's a deal breaker. So the first one is this frickin' strap. Okay, so I do have to say, when I got this out of the box, I was like, oh my gosh, I want like, I don't know, headbands or something made out of this silicone, because this is like the softest, silkiest silicone, say that 3 times fast, that I have ever felt in my life. The only problem is this is also the softest, silkiest silicone. So no matter what, like these little clips, they usually go into the side of the mask here. You can see like where there's this little like spot, and this should like strap onto your face. It just slides right out. Nothing stays within the buckle. It just like slides, and then it just like comes right off. So I basically have only kept this to be able to talk to you about it in the review and tell you how much I hate it. So they do really need to figure this out. Now, the one nice thing is if you somehow miraculously are able to find a way to keep this on, this softness won't like rub your hair and wreck your hair too much, like as far as like friction goes. And I would think it would also be like pretty safe on your skin. So that is one con of this device. The other con is like cleaning wise, I don't think that there's anything within the pamphlet that you get that talks about how to clean this, because you are supposed to put this on clean skin that doesn't have any serums or anything on it, just on like cleansed skin. So while that is clean, I do want to be able to clean this every once in a while, and there was nothing. Like, obviously I'm not gonna like throw this in the wash, I'm not gonna do anything like that. I was reading on a couple different like websites that they suggest the best thing you can do, this is like silicone inside, I think, the best thing you can do is use an alcohol wipe or like spray alcohol on a microfiber or something and clean that off. So that's what I've been doing. I would say that really, if you are using this on truly clean skin, if you did that once a week or even once every 2 weeks, you would be fine, especially if you're like keeping it inside the duster bag. Now, the other con, and this is, I don't know if this is the biggest one, I don't know, the strap was kind of a thing, but the other one is that this does not have a low battery icon. It doesn't tell you at all that you're running low. So there have been mornings where I'm like, yes, I can't wait for my mask. And I'll put it on and it'll like go on for like 30 seconds and then turn off. I'm like, no, because you also can't have it plugged in and have it turned on. Because I thought I'd do that because like the cord is long enough that like I could like plug it into my one outlet and like wear it in the bed. No, it won't go on if it's plugged in, which in retrospect is probably for safety, and I totally get that. So I wish that there was like a little like boop boop or something that would go off to tell you, hey, your battery's running low. Like my Sonicare toothbrush does that, right? So then that way you just like wouldn't be stuck with a dead mask, right? So those are the things for me. Maybe in the future they will do that. I don't know if there's been any feedback on that. I really need to go on and review this myself on the websites so that they can get that feedback. But really that's the few things. So like I was saying, with the fact that I can't get this thing to stay on. It is not like a walk around the house kind of situation for me. So 3 minutes to 6 minutes. Sometimes, like I said, I use it double. I just chill. I just use this as an excuse to chill the F out. So like I said, either laying in bed in the morning, or I will come in here and I can just like lean back a little bit and like listen to my meditation. I really enjoy that. The other thing is I can't see anything with it on anyway. The light, you know, that's a lot of light to have up next to your face. So trying to be efficient the one morning, I thought, yeah, I can totally like one-handedly make a cup of coffee, you know, whatever. And no, because there was so much light, I couldn't really see what I was doing. I like reached up into the cupboard to grab a glass. One fell down, glass everywhere. Obviously, I saved no time by doing that. So you really can't see much when you're wearing this. So just let yourself have those 3 minutes of peace, whether that's to just like chill out, take a little mini nap, whether you do want to do some meditation. Like I said, I use Aura. I can go ahead and link that app down below. It's really cool because you can like put in the mood that you're feeling, and then it can like give you a little like mini meditation off of that. It's really awesome. But anyway, so you could do something like that. You could just like take a moment to breathe. You could think about, you know, what you need to do for the day, whatever you find is going to make those 3 minutes worth it to you. And for me, I like to do it in the morning because it's just the way that I like to start my day. And then that way I'm like not forgetting it. The things that I do in the morning are going to be the things that I don't forget. That's just my lifestyle. Now, I could also see it being very relaxing at the end of the day and just a way to like kind of like clear your head and feel good about your skincare at night. So however you choose to do it, that's what I would say about that. But I really am so happy with my skin. I do find that there's been such a difference in the acne scarring, the texture on my skin, and like I said, I really haven't changed anything up. I will say I've been just diligent in my skincare in general, with using my retinols, with using my AHA, BHA, with trying to keep hydrated, all the things we do. Vitamin C, that's another one, but all of those things I was doing. So this is really, I find, the game changer for me. All right, now that I've given you my thoughts on this device, let's talk about the deal that Sephora has going on right now in case you do want to snag this set in the Holiday Savings Event. So obviously, you get the Spectralite Faceware Pro, then you also get a full size of the Advanced Retinol and Ferulic Triple Correction Eye Serum. You also get a full size of the Advanced Retinol and Ferulic Texture Renewal Serum. Then you also get 5 treatments in the Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel. So that is the little like 2 wipe system that they're like very much known for. So this, to me, this year's kit is centered all all around like that brightening, smoothing feel. So this is definitely going to be a great kit. I mean, I haven't tried any of these items other than the alpha beta system, but obviously something with retinol and ferulic acid is going to be to really help slough skin cells, to help increase that collagen production. So it's really all about like brightening, smoothing, kind of like getting that anti-aging going on. Now, of course, if you are thinking of picking up this mask, I definitely recommend picking up the one with the free skincare. That kind of seems obvious, right? Unless you really, really don't love the rose gold option, because I think that that's the only way that you can get the extra goodies. If you get the black mask, you don't get the extra goodies, but get the extra goodies, right? But that's just me. Now, if you don't think that you would use them, you could send them on as a gift. I mean, we are coming up into the holiday season, so you could certainly like gift them out. But I just think like get the extra skincare while you can and get it on sale. This is a $593 value for that $435 price. Now, obviously, if you are a VIB Rouge, you'll get 20% off of that. If you are an insider, you get 15, and then VIB, you get 10%. I really just wanted to take this minute to give you my experience on this mask. I will say I definitely recommend it. And for me to recommend a $400+ device, that's saying a lot. And there's a couple reasons for this. So you obviously get the skincare. Don't get this just for the skincare, but if these items are things that you really think that you could utilize in your regimen, this is a great way to do it because you'll get them for free. Now, also, I think because you do have the Sephora return policy, you really can use this for long enough to see if you're going to get results from it before you have to decide whether or not to return it. And in all honesty, do not feel guilty about that. Do not feel guilty about that. This is a device that, you know, has claims, and if it's not making those claims for you, you should be able to return it. So at the end of the day, who do I think that this is for? I think that this is for skincare enthusiasts who really love that pampering moment of taking care of yourself and who already have a fairly strong skincare routine. Because I think that like this is going to give you that extra nudge above some of the topical treatments that we know and use, like vitamin C, retinols, AHAs, BHAs, and some of those things. While I do think that this could be a good way for people who have a really streamlined skincare system to get extra benefits, I just feel like there are so many things that you can do for a little less money. Like if you are experiencing acne, are you using things like salicylic acid and some of these other AHA, BHAs to really try to help clear your skin? If you are looking for the anti-aging benefits, are you using a retinol, a bakuchiol, something that is going to help like with that like cell turnover and reproduction of that collagen? Now, if not, that's maybe where I would start. Also though, like if you really don't want to be putting a bunch of stuff on your face, maybe the mask is the way to go to start. I guess I could kind of see it both ways, but I do think that this is going to be for someone who honestly is going to use it. Now, that sounds very easy to say, but how many of us have purchased a device or a tool or even, you know, a skincare product and it just sits in our bathroom? So be honest with yourself and think, okay, can I honestly, at least for, you know, that first like 30 days, can you really do this every day or at least every like 5 days a week? Are you going to be able to do that investment? Because if you don't, I don't really think that this is for you. That is what I would say is you have to be ready to have that commitment. I also have to say, make sure that you have that within your budget. And that just goes without saying, and whatever that means for you, but don't feel pressured into snagging this right now if it's not within your budget. If it is something that interests you, set a little money aside and, you know, you can splurge on it in the future. You could ask for it as a Christmas gift, but if it is within your budget, I definitely give this my A+, my KBR approval. The stamp is right there. I really love this device. Like I said, I will travel with her. She doesn't have a name, but I probably should have named her by now. Maybe we will call her Rosie, partially because she's rose gold, but also then I think of the robot on the Jetsons. I guess that's it, lovelies. I just wanted to give you my honest thoughts on this device. I personally am excited to share my results and give you my honest review. I hope this helps you if you were thinking of picking this up. Please don't hesitate to leave a comment. If you have further questions for me, I will be hopping on trying to answer any questions that you have before the sale goes live, because now is the time to be able to snag this at a discount. And if you have tried this device, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments as well. Do you love it? Did it not really work for you? Please go ahead and inform our community. Thank you so much, lovelies. I really do appreciate that you take some time out of your day to spend it with me. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like, and I will see you really soon.